Anyway, I'll tell you later. Hi, everybody. This is Anjanette from AJ's Personal Touch, and I'm here with Amby from Amby Crafts Breed, and Kaylin will be here any minute now. So, how are y'all doing tonight? We're here with Amby Crafts Breed, and Kaylin will be here any minute now. So, how are y'all doing? I thought I had that not turned on. Sorry. Wow, talk about a glitch. Anyway, how are y'all doing tonight? We're here as AKA Crafting Chat tonight. How are you, Amby?
I'm good. I'm just trying to make sure that on YouTube it's not making title. So
Like
to bother y'all.
I did. Oh, goodness.
Okay, I'm here.
Well, I hope so. I'm here. Who else is here? As you come in, let's do the norm. What's on your hook? What's in your cup? I actually have two things around here. I have my Olipop root beer, which is all natural, sparkling tonic. I always say seltzer water, but it's sparkling tonic. And best root beer I've ever had, really. And then I have my G2, which has my protein powder mixed in it, which doesn't add flavor to it, but it adds a little bit of a smell. So it's taken a bit to get used to. My diet got changed today, big time. So, from my dietitian. So,
Is that good?
uh, if we get the results that we're looking for,
Okay, cool.
but considering that I can't keep proteins down, and our way around that has been adding proteins to carbs, and I'm sick to death of eating some things that I used to think, oh, that's all I'd ever want to eat. Well, no, because I was adding it to cakes and cookies and different things like that. And for a while it was working and I was losing weight. All of a sudden it went the other way. And so now she's like very little tiny carbs. And even though I can't eat meats and things, we're trying to get my protein in other ways, hence the with my drinks. So yeah, it's going to take a lot of getting used to, a lot. And I've got to do like 3 protein shakes in a day. So yeah.
Okay.
So, but I'm going to be extremely positive about it.
I'll pray for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. We will just chat for a little bit until Kaylin gets here. She got held up for a little bit. I think it's the end of, I'm not positive for tonight, but I think it's the end of the baseball season for her son. Or who knows, it may be the end of the school season. And with everything going on, it could be.
A lot of stuff going on with school.
Yeah. That's what I figured. A lot of stuff going on with the school, and especially right now with the tragedy that happened yesterday. So I don't know if it has anything to do with that or not, but right now you never know.
I would be worried if my kid was in public school right now.
Hi, Kathy Belongia. How are you doing? Did I say it right? Is it Belongia or Belangia? I want to learn that. Especially because you are going to be having a gift come from me here pretty soon since you are my semifinalist. Oh, that reminds me. I haven't even gone and checked the list yet. I don't know if I won anybody's because I signed up for some. Better hurry up and do that before the 7 days are up. She's drinking flavored water. And better question is what's not on my hook? Okay, that means you've got quite a few whips.
Yep.
I got a tiny bit done on this today. I actually had to frog twice and then got going again. But this is, if I can find the front part again, the bottom half of the mew that I'm making for my daughter. So I did all the increases and the molding, and now it's starting to decrease again.
And what
but I found I had to put all my stitch markers on it, or my counts were just going off no matter what I did. Okay, the second that I said, what I said. So Belongia, because I can't remember now which order I said. Oh
I am
goodness me.
horrible with names.
Okay, yeah, here's the back because that's where I stopped crocheting at and I'd finished a row. But yeah, this is going to
And what is
be
that going to be?
a Mew. You know,
Mew.
Pokemon. Mew from Pokemon.
Not really. I know Pokemon,
I'll
and
show
I
you.
know there's a dude. I know there's a dude, some kid or teenager. I
There's
can't
a
remember.
lot of Pokemon. There's more than
What
one
his name is.
Pokemon.
And one that flies.
And this is Mew.
Oh, I've seen that. That's cute.
This is Emily's favorite, and her birthday is on Monday, so I have a lot to do because all I have is the chin part right here done.
Oh, it's cute. And I'm sure it'll be adorable when you're done.
Oh, thank you. I hope so. I hope I got the right color felt for the eyes. That's the only thing I don't like about the Pokemon characters is you need to use felt for the eyes. I'm like, if I can't get it down, she's just going to get safety eyes and she'll have to deal with it. Or I'll
Yeah.
embroider it in black, but I won't be able to do all the colors. So we'll see. I'm sure she'll love it no matter how I can do it.
Yeah, I'm sure she will.
So, how's your day been today, Kathy?
Hope you've had a good day, Kathy.
How cute your grandkids love Pokemon. Awesome. My daughter gave me, oh, and I haven't done a flip through of it yet. For Mother's Day, she got me a Pokemon book with different patterns for Pokemon. And my husband was joking and he told her, he's like, oh, just what your mom needs, more stuff for crochet. And she's like, Dad, this is more of a present for me. So
Oh, goodness.
she was like, this way I know mom has the patterns and she can make them.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So, and she has no idea that I already bought the pattern for Mew because Mew wasn't in the book. She was like, too
Okay.
bad Mew's not in the book. And I was like, mom already took care of that.
Okay. I know Pikachu.
Yes, Pikachu's in the book, and so is the electric the electrical Pikachu one. So
Okay.
pouring rain here all day like a monsoon, crocheting all day. Yes. If you start hearing rain pouring down, it's our worst part of the storm is due right now.
Mm.
So, and I just
Well,
heard.
it was raining here, and it's kind of yucky looking outside, but I think it has stopped raining for the moment, and
Okay, I'm going
everything.
to add
So,
Kay on here. There's Kaylin. Hi. Let me see. Let me get us there. No, I don't want to do that. I want us all the same.
okay.
There we go. Found the right one.
Hi.
Made it work. Yay. They were saying on the news that it's so patchy that one person can be at home. Like here, it was nice and sunny, and my husband was at work, and he's like not even 3 minutes away from where I'm at, and it was starting to pour down rain there. And then it started to rain here and it was dry there. So it's been doing that. It's been real patchy all day. But they said that we may have a possible tornado warning and that it was going to hit, like I said, about right now. As you can hear my phone, lightning has been detected in your location. So you will not be seeing my co-host tonight because she is scared to death of storms. And as soon as she hears, even if it's a light rain, as soon as she hears that rain, she takes off for parts unknown in the house.
Aw.
So I feel for her, my poor little baby. She never used to be that way, so I don't know why she is now, but something's changed.
Hi, Kathy. I see your comment.
And there's Nightbot. Okay, well, let's see. I was hoping that we'd get a couple more people before we got started. It says we have 3. but Kathy is the only one who's talking. So I have a feeling we have a couple people lurking.
Looking,
So
yeah.
hi to whoever is lurking in the background.
Don't be afraid to say hey.
They may be busy
Hello?
crocheting or eating.
Yeah.
So, well, tonight we're going to talk about bags, and we can. Kathy, am I the only one here? We don't know. I see a number 3, so I think there's a couple people lurking, but I'm not sure.
Well, one of them might be me. I have it brought up on my phone.
Well, see, I have it brought up too, but
I have it brought up too.
so then it would say more than that. So I didn't know if it would count us or not.
I don't know then.
I don't know. Who knows? Who
I
knows?
don't know, but it said 3.
Because if you happen to watch the playback, you will hear at the beginning when mine popped in and I had to go turn it off
Yeah, I had to turn mine off too.
because I thought I had it off, but it automatically started.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
But yeah, anyway, we're going to be talking about bags, project bags, Notion bags, showing the bags that we have, wanting to know what kind of bags you guys like, and showing what bag we really, really want. Or bags we really want, or where you, and also I have a couple different, I think we all have stuff to share, but I think I added like maybe 1 or 2 because I have a designer who writes patterns for bags, plus she also sells canvas bags. So
Yeah, cool.
Kathy, nice, a one-on-one with 3 channels.
Right.
Yep, you can ask anything you want to.
Yep.
So why don't we go ahead and just chat still for a little bit longer. I'm going to check and make sure that my chat options did not change and that I still have all the chat and not just top chat coming in. Okay, yeah, I've got live chat. That is a good thing. Well, it says we have 4 watching over on the YouTube side and we've had 2 likes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But enough about that. So, what else has been going on? How was your day today, Kay? Lynn?
Well, I laid down because I got tired of sitting and I wanted to stretch out, and I accidentally took a 6-hour nap.
Ooh. Well, the way I look at it, and as my husband always tells me when I do that and I get upset when I wake up, he said, your body needed it, because if it didn't, you would not have fallen asleep.
Yeah.
So, Brenda
Okay.
Young, Crochet and More. Hi, everyone. Hi, Brenda. Keith Lewis Crochet. Hi there. Hi, Keith. How are you doing?
Hey,
And I am
y'all.
glad to see Nightbot is working and
Hi.
dropping your channels for you.
Yay.
Yeah, cool. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Which reminds me, I can put this up. Keith says blessed.
Blessed. Yes, we are all blessed.
Yes. We weren't sure if maybe you were dealing with end of the school stuff and
Well,
different things that
no,
were
I had
occurring.
to go
So,
get my niece, and it took a little longer than normal, so I didn't get home until like right at 7 o'clock.
yeah. Brenda says, how are y'all doing? I'm doing okay. Yesterday, I don't know if you saw my both. I guess I put up a video and a live yesterday. You may think I'm not as happy as I was, but yesterday I was still pretty well. I don't want to say drugged up, but I had my steroids. Today I took the last one, so I'm not hyper from my steroids anymore. So to me, that's a good thing. I
Mhm.
don't like when they make me so hyper. but I did get some things done. But had to make sure that I didn't overcompensate and hurt my back more than the reason they gave them to me to begin with. So,
Right.
Yeah.
which is why I'm always glad to be off of them because I'm always afraid that I'll end up doing too much and injuring the area even more than than it originally was. So to me, when you have to take those dose packs, it's like a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
So glad to be through it though. Now I'm just waiting to hear I have to have an epidural. So those are always fun. I was telling Ambi that I have to change my diet pretty drastically. So we'll see how that goes in the next week or two.
Well, good luck.
Thank you. I am definitely going to need it. And all the prayers
Yeah.
you can spare.
Yeah. And I'm good. Just a rainy, dreary day here in Georgia. So,
I just hope that none of the tornadoes happen that they're talking about tonight. So,
yeah,
Yes.
I didn't
Exactly.
see. I don't guess I looked or whatever for us. I think it's just storms, but it's not raining right now. So it has been a good part of the day. So,
well, ours, what it did and why they're predicting storms and possible tornadoes up here is yesterday it was like in the 60s.
mhm.
It was really nice. I went out walking with my friend. I actually have a walking buddy now, so that's a cool thing that started. And
That's amazing.
I have a cane to walk with that a friend sent me. She said, "You need a cane." I was like, "I can't afford one right now." She said, "Okay." And the next thing I knew, the next day I had one on my porch from Amazon. So
Awesome.
Cool.
I was like, "Thank you." So I've been walking better and longer because I have that. And but it was nice. It was in the 60s. It was perfect walking weather. And then today it was in the 70s, but so humid and muggy. It felt like it was almost the 80s. And now with the rain coming, it's cooling it all off. So they're afraid that with the heat and the cold,
Yeah,
that we're going to get some tornadoes up here.
I guess for us, it will be a little, might get something. I don't know. Usually stuff doesn't happen on my street or like in my general few street. Um, Usually other parts of town, because the town is kind of big. If you actually, to be a small town, it's kind of big,
Thank you, Brenda.
and so it might be other parts of the town that'll get stuff.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
usually what happens.
we learned here a couple of years ago because we lived on a side of town that had never been hit by a tornado then, and we hadn't had one in years. I mean, we even hadn't even had a big scare since I was younger, and then we had one come through that took out so many miles back in the area where I lived, and it just missed hitting where my parents were living at the time because I was already married at the time, only for a few
Hmm.
years, I think. But it touched down at our neighbors across the street and almost took out their whole house.
Oh wow.
I just missed my
Goodness.
parents. Because it did a hopping thing. It hopped there, then it hopped over and got people that were a couple houses down from my parents, and it
Goodness.
just did a hoppity hippity all around. They even said on the news, they're like, it was almost like a rabbit just came through and hopped back and forth around until it finally. They think it fizzled out. I don't think that it actually moved on.
Hmm.
So I don't know, but that one was bad. And then we had another one come through a couple of years ago, and again, it hit places that had never hit before. So,
Yeah.
yeah, unfortunately, with tornadoes, you can't predict that kind of stuff. When they come down,
No.
they're going to come down
Yep.
because we're not a part of Tornado Alley, but they were talking about adding northern Indiana to Tornado Alley. So, I don't know. I haven't heard anything on that in the last year or so. Christina Level says, "Hi everyone. Hello. How are you? You guys tell us as you come in what's on your hook or what's not on your hook if that's easier, and what's in your drink, I've got my Olipop seltzer water or sparkling tonic.
I have a flavored water pack in my water. It
I
tastes
don't
like
have a drink right now.
the pink Starburst.
Ooh, yum. That sounds
Ooh.
good.
Yes.
Sandy Wilkinson says hello.
Hey, Sandy.
Um, Amber was on here with me last night from Fostering Crochet. And it was funny. She was drinking grape Kool-Aid. So that was cool.
Cool.
She's like, I got my grape Kool-Aid. And I was like, I didn't get to tell her, but I thought it was funny because for our grocery list this last week, I almost asked my husband to bring me home one of those squeeze bottles that you add to your water for Kool-Aid of grape
Mhm.
Kool-Aid. So, Christina, men's nightshirt in water. Oh, I can't wait to see that men's nightshirt. You were here last night making that too, right? If not, somebody else is making one. But I thought that was you. I'm
Yeah,
hoping
just
that
a
I'm starting
moment.
to recognize people. I was so nervous last night though because she was here and I was already starstruck enough, and then Paw Ply guys came in and I was just like fangirl.
Who? Say that again?
Paw Ply guys, they
Ah,
came in last
okay.
night and I was like, okay, fangirl moment. Time for me to just
Yeah,
fall over and get.
yeah.
So yeah. Yep, that was Christina last night then. Yeah, that sounds cool. A men's nightshirt. I don't think
Yeah,
I've
that
ever
does sound
seen a
cool.
crocheted men's nightshirt. That would be really. I want to see pictures when you're done. I really do.
Yes, I would love to see pictures.
I can't wait to hit 500 people so I can have a community tab so I make sure that I can see pictures of things that you guys are doing.
Right.
Unless you want to
Yeah,
join my group and then you can post there. That's fine too. But
yeah.
yeah,
And I
why
have
don't we you guys ready? Have your bags and stuff with you?
Well, I forgot my project bag, but I brought out my notions bag.
Okay.
okay.
I have a couple of them to show. So, do one of you
Okay,
guys
I
want to
got
go
a
first,
few.
or I'll go first.
Okay, I was gonna say you can go first.
I figured you were. No,
Yeah.
And I'm
just
gonna turn
joking.
off and mute, and I'll go get my project bag.
Okay. Like I said, I have a couple of them to show. Um, the first couple are from the same person, and Christina loves it. And no pattern out there. Oh, you're creating the pattern. Awesome. Or at least you're crocheting and maybe not making the pattern, but you're making it yourself. Let me put this on here. What I'm getting ready to show you, I'm going to stop the ticker. We're made by No Catchy Name, and that's where you can find her on Etsy. This is one of the draw bags that I got that I am super duper in love with. It's the first one I got of hers with the butterflies. I am very partial to butterflies. My grandma loved them. We truly believe in our family that if we see a butterfly or hummingbirds or a dragonfly, that lots of times that's like my grandma or my grandpa, coming to say hello, depending on the color and, depending on what they do. If they flit around you and won't leave you alone, especially if it's a blue or a purple one, that's my grandma because those were her favorite colors. So when I saw this one, I just had to get it. And this one came with Kimberly Phillips says, hi, ladies. This one came with a quilted notions bag. The actual her drawstring bags aren't quilted, but I think almost everything else she does is quilted. So
Cool.
notions bag, it's a nice size, nice zipper, and I got quite a bit of stuff in there, which we're not going over what's in our notions bags tonight. So just showing. And I actually have another smaller one inside of there. It's almost like a change purse, but I keep like
Oh,
my
cool.
my progress keepers in there. That way I'm not looking all through my notions bag. I can just pick up the little bag.
Cool.
So that's that. The first one I got from her. The second one was also a drawstring. And this one, my daughter decorates her house in Halloween all year long. Plus, it's a black cat, and we have our black cat, so it was perfect. This one
Cool.
she didn't have a
Cute.
notions bag for, but if she would have, I would have gotten it. And then my third Ella bag, because that's what No Patchy's name, her real name is Ella, for those who may not know, is this one here. And she had a sunflower one like it, and I had hoped to get that one, but it had sold. So I got this one, and it has the box bottom on it, and I just love. And it has, did I take it out? Yeah, it's matching notions bag, which is just a little bit smaller than the first one I showed you, only because I think she had just a little bit less material. So when she made this one, she was making bags to fit what material she had left. So she wasn't making them to an actual regular size. She was just making them to fit. So she puts bags out. Well, right now she has a new baby. So she's trying to put bags out like once a month if she can. And normally when her bags are put out, they go.
Exactly.
And what's the price point?
You know, I forgot to look up how much they were. I want to say the drawstring bags were like maybe $28 for this one on its own and $35 for both. But don't quote me on that. And I do think
Okay.
she's also increasing her prices.
Okay.
And I want to say that for the other one, and the reason why I knew it was a little bit smaller because it wasn't like $50 for both. I think it was more like maybe $45 for both. Because she does have a
Okay.
bigger one that if you get the notions bag and the box bag, that it's more expensive. But she's also experimenting with another type that I want to get. And I can't remember what type that one is called. I know she tried to do the one bag that I'm going to show you as my wish bag, but she didn't like making them. So she said other people make them. So that's fine. Kathy says, love the butterflies. I believe the same thing. We lost our daughter 12 years ago, and every time I see a black and electric blue butterfly, I know it's her. I'm so sorry for your loss, but I am so glad that you have something that brings you comfort, because I know that seeing butterflies, and like I said, and dragonflies, depending on what for who, brings me a lot of peace.
Yeah.
So now my next project bag that I have was actually given to me in Happy Mail and made me cry.
Oh.
So, and that was this one. And I think she sent me this because she heard me say I tried to get the sunflowers from Ella's. And
Mhm.
this is from Beautiful by Kimberly on Etsy. And I went and
Okay.
looked up her page.
Are
Sorry
you
about that.
frozen?
You guys there?
Now she's not.
Okay. It's like you all disappeared at once and then all came right
Well,
back.
you were frozen.
Yeah, you were frozen.
Well, for me, everybody disappeared. So I'm glad I'm back. Anyway, this on her blog or on her Etsy page doesn't say a project bag. It says it's a activity bag.
Oh, okay.
Because like she has
Okay, I
like
like that.
crayons all over it, you know, for like kids and stuff. And it's that that explains the pockets to me a little bit more and the sizes that they are,
Yeah.
because this one I'd like to be maybe just a little bit bigger, and another one over here. But the smaller ones are nice because if I want to take hooks with me, I can put them in here and I don't have to worry about them digging down in the bottom. And
Yeah.
it's long enough that they're not going to fall out.
Cool.
So this one and the other one by Ella with the bucket with the box
Box
bottom are going to be like my traveling bags. And then
Okay.
the other ones can stay here unless I need to. It depends on what project I'm working on and actually what hook I'm using. If I'm using a furls hook, it stays home. If it's any other hook, I can take it with me because broke one furls hook, which actually it broke while I was using it. So it was their fault and they did replace it. But we were in the car and my husband was like, "You're not bringing those expensive hooks with you ever again." And I said, "Okay, I agree. I won't do that." And then I just made this one. So some of you have seen this, but this
Oh, yeah.
is a big basket.
Oh,
It's not a bag.
I
It's
love
a scrappy basket
it. I gotta do
by the
more.
Yarn Geek. And let me take this banner off of here. And I meant to make it, I mean, originally it was going to only be about this high because I was going to put scrap yarn in it.
Mhm.
So that would have been about, there's the bottom. It's about there. But then I decided we have a very small house. And in order for me to have more than one project out here, I have bags. Right in front of me is our coffee table. And then you have enough room for somebody to sit in our love seat with their feet down there. So where their feet go is usually where all of my bags are.
Yeah.
And in order for my daughter to come over anytime we want to have dinner or something, we always have to clean off the love seat and move all of my bags. So I said, I'm going to make a bag or a basket to put all my project bags in, you know, for at least what I'm actively working on. So all of the
Yeah.
Afghans that I'm making, that I've talked about, that I'm doing with the squares and stuff that are, you know, you get the square the next month, you know, so they're
Yeah.
like a year-long project. They're all in here. Plus my husband's sweater. That's of course taking me a while to get done. So those are going to live in here for a while, but at least I know exactly what's in here, where to find them. And I don't have to sit here and go through every bag going, where did I put it in? Which bag did I have it in? Is it in that one? No, it's in that one.
Cool.
Especially because the other bags I use are these, they say Yarn Squad. And these came from Knit Crate
Awesome.
when they had a mystery box before that was not when they had their dyed yarn, the hand dyed yarn in a mystery box, but before that, when they were moving warehouses, they had mystery boxes full of just regular yarn that they had for whatever reasons. I don't know if they had them for other kits that went out or what, but they had like Lion Brand yarn, Bernat, and what else did I get from them? The 100% cotton, the sugar and spice, or whatever that is. So
Okay. Cool.
I have like 3 of those bags and I use those. And then, of course, so many people have these, the Santa sacks. I have a project living in a Santa sack because I couldn't find an empty bag. But I have another purple one, but I figured it's probably better to live in the Santa sack. That way I know what's what. And
Cool.
those are the bags that I have. So do we want to show the bags that we have and then show the ones that we would like to have? Or do we just want to each do it all at once?
I think each do it all at once.
Okay,
If that's okay with everybody else.
that's fine. We had a small meeting. We didn't get everything covered, I don't think. But anyway, we're still learning. This is our second time, and we are so happy to have all of you guys here with us. So let me
Yeah.
see. Says Kim, but cool. So sorry. Yes, it does. That's a good idea. I have bags all over the place. Yeah. When she called them her moving bags, I was like, okay, this is going to be like my big whip bag. And I was surprised because I used, and I always forget what their yarn is called, and I use it all the time. And I get Big Twist. I remembered it from Joann's, and I got the big skeins of the Big Twist in each of these colors, and you use six strands to make this with.
Mhm.
And I have a small cake left of each color. So if I wanted to, I can probably make another bag about this high,
Oh, cool.
Mhm.
So I thought maybe I can do that and put like my cotton leftovers in there because I don't have as many cotton as I do acrylic. So
Yeah.
Okay.
we'll see.
Cool.
But I figured I might make another bag, or I can just start making magic balls so that I can make another big one later on.
Okay.
But okay, I will show you what I want to have. Well, actually, first, I'm going to show you there is a designer who was actually trying to help me this last week with my business. And I told her this was going to be our topic. And she was like, "Oh, are you going to show them my bags?" And I was like, okay. I had forgotten all about her bags. I've been looking at them and drooling over them. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to show you her bags. So I'm going to show you hers first because she actually has a mix of bags. She has patterns that you can get and you can crochet your own.
Okay.
And then she has canvas bags that she every month she takes a vote in her Facebook group as to what new design to put on the bag, but then some of them she also personalizes.
Oh,
So
cool.
Awesome.
I'll show you those here. First, I'll show you the ones that you can crochet. Hope that this works the way it's supposed to. And that would be right here. Right here. This is, can you guys see it okay?
Yeah.
Do I
can.
need to change the chat around so mine's bigger?
And you can full screen it if you want to.
I forgot I can move this and do that. Oh, it's showing fine. I have it in front so I couldn't see. So this is let me move this up. Creations by Courtney. Well, Creations by Courtney W. I believe her last name might be Weeks. But and here are her different. This one is her one of her project bags, and then down here is a project bag. And then the other ones you can make into a project bag if you want to. This one's Tunisian crochet, the one in the middle on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And then up here at the top, she has a notions pouch that you can make. And actually, the one before it is a wristlet, but you can make that into a notions pouch as well.
Cool.
Then I'm just going to move this into our canvas totes because I think I lost this page before. So, and these are the canvas totes that she makes for project bags. This month, the theme is One More Skein. And then I think she always has the crochet hook with the yarn hearts where you can put your name in it on the
Okay.
regular project type bag here and then on the backpack. So again, that's Creations by Courtney. And if you, I didn't think to make banners and stuff for them since I was showing their actual page and again, show you the top part of their Etsy. But if
That's
anybody would need a link or something, I can get to you that when people are showing their stuff. And then, let me see. I'm going to stop sharing for a minute because it's easier to find the pages that way.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to say hey to Grandma Colleen Crochet.
Hi, Grandma
Hello.
Colleen Crochets. How are you? You know, Kimberly, she says, girls, I have way too many bags to show. I'm getting there. Believe me.
I only brought one out. I don't know where my other ones are because I put stuff in them and put them up. But I have two that I use, but I only brought out one.
Well, see, and I have a whole bunch that I had gotten from, what's it called? 31.
Oh, yeah.
And I had a friend who was having a party. Then she had a mystery party, and I won the hostess. And they had crafty bags at the time, and I got all their different crafty bags, which some of them are like thin things that you can put patterns in or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Others were actual bags. And then as the hostess gift, they gave, you know, the packing bags where you can put things in little cubes and pack easier.
Mm-hmm.
They had those, but I made those for crochet as well. So I actually have a lot of bags. My husband was like, well, don't you have enough? And I was like, well, those aren't really project bags. I need regular project bags.
Yeah.
So I use those to store in more because they, you know, they look more like a weekender bag or, you know, stuff.
Yes.
Or if we're going to go on a longer trip and I need to take more yarn, then I will fill one of those with my projects. So, okay, let's go to what I really, really want. And I knew, oops, I hit the wrong button down here. I hit invite instead. The one that I really want actually showed me another one that I want when I did the search. So I'm going to show you the search for the bag that I know that I really want. And that is one of these. I want a Japanese knot bag
Oh, those are cool.
because I love the fact that you can put them on your shoulder and you can still hold your crochet out of it. How they knot like this, or you can hold it on your arm, like how Courtney had her one project bag, like here.
Mm-hmm.
This is a crocheted one that you get the pattern for it. And I know Bag O'Day just did one, actually. She has a tutorial up for one. But you can hold it on your arm and you can crochet at the same time. For people who are coordinated enough to walk and crochet at the same time. I'm not. But if for some reason I had a reason to go to a park and then sit down on a bench, or, like when my daughter was little, it would have been ideal because I could have taken her to the park, sit on the bench, watch her play, and crochet at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for the doctor's office and that this is more ideal to take along. It's easier and it's smaller. Again, depending on the project. And then looking for that, I ran into, let me find the other one. I got to stop this again real quick. I'm sorry about that. I will get better at this as time goes on. Oops, I just lost all of you. There we go. How did I? Sorry, I got to X out of that. It made the whole screen small on me. There we go. You guys can't see it, but I could.
And Kimberly Phillips says,
there's bugs out here bothering me.
Go ahead, Ambi. Go ahead and read it.
Kimberly Phillips, she said, I went through a phase of bag crocheting, and I know I have at least 20 to 25 that I crocheted, plus all the ones I have collected.
Wow.
Goodness.
Okay. And now this is the bag that I want. Most of these, and of course it caught my eye because the first one I saw was this one right here with the kitty cats.
Oh yeah.
And it's really cool when you open. It's called a Zuma Bag, and it's also a Japanese type bag. And you open it up, and if you look over here, it's funny because I'm going to make my daughter a wall basket for her house that has this kind of where you make the rectangles and then you fold it up to make the pouch that you can put the stuff in.
Okay. Cool.
Like that. But then also, if you watch the video, it shows you get to pick out your handles. Okay.
Cool.
Canvas or leather. But besides that, you can use it in different ways. This shows you how to put the handle on it. So you can use it like this. And then it shows you here on the floor without the handles, and you just tie the top and it sets up on its own. So I could put that at my feet and crochet with the yarn coming out of it. And then if you needed a liner for a basket, you could do that too.
And Kimberly over here, I just want to mention, she said, it's Bag O'Day's and Nikki's fault. Then she says, you're just making it worse, AJ.
Sorry. So yes, I really want this one, but so far, because I didn't have enough time to look, the person who makes this one, this Happy Bags Crochet, did it pull up?
Yes.
Okay.
Happy Bags goes on.
Yeah. She is in Japan, so I am sure it would cost a lot to have these sent to me. So $20 for the bag isn't bad. I would have to see how much the postage is though.
Mhm.
Because I
Yeah.
really want either this kitty one right here with the faces
Ooh, I
or
like
this one
that.
here
I like both of those.
or both.
Yeah, because $20. That's the price of most
And then there's this
book
kitty one
bags
here
and
too.
whatnot.
So she's killing me with all the kitties. And I think these
Yeah.
are, no, those might be birds or something over there. So, okay, I'm done. I am done enabling. Let me come back here. Oops, I keep hitting the wrong thing. Oh, it must be over because I closed it. You guys can see me now, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't close it the right way. Kathy says, I love those Japanese one. Yeah. I have a bag addiction. You know, I am more addicted to bags than I've ever been to shoes because I'm one of those people that I've never been addicted to shoes.
Yeah.
And I think it's because my mom was, and she was so addicted to shoes, you know, that when my husband tried to help my dad move them, she would have like one shoe in 4 or 5 different colors. And like she may have worn them each once, you know? So I'm like, no. And I had a roommate like that in college. And I was just like, I just can't see paying all that money for shoes. And I'm lucky to have like
I'm
2
not.
pair that I wear out, you know,
I could
completely.
be into shoes if I didn't have such weird feet.
And that may be too. Mine are big. I have a size 10 with a high instep. So there you go.
Well, mine are small, very small, and people don't think that small feet can be wide, but mine
Yes.
are very wide.
My daughter has very small feet too, and we have an issue with hers also.
I'm a
Yeah.
size 12.
My aunt is a size 13, so
Ooh,
My
I'm
aunt,
used to people having big feet.
I'm wondering,
I'm a 13.
I
I
think
need
she's
'em.
Yeah.
12 or 13. My aunt.
Well, it really depends on the
Yeah.
shoe, but most of the time it's a 12.
My daughter's feet are so small that she can still wear little kids' shoes.
Oh, wow.
I wear
When she was
13
trying to
and then
get shoes for her homecoming dress, it took us forever, but we finally found this cutest pair of shoes. And it was like only somebody with a teeny tiny little foot would look really good in them. And she looked fabulous. And I have been in love with those shoes ever since she got them. But she doesn't dress up anymore. So,
I don't know where to take him.
Tell her she needs to dress up.
oh, wow. Kathy says when her mom passed away, they took 80 pairs of shoes out of her closet. It's going to be in my mom's closet, although they downsized from a really big house into a modular. And that was, my daughter's going to be 25. It's probably at least 15
I
years
wear
ago.
13, man.
And she still has boxes that are not unpacked all through her house. But
Hush,
she's
Ann.
always continually trying to get rid of her clothes and shoes and things because she's trying,
Get out of my light, dude.
but she's having a really hard time with it.
Well,
And I don't want to tell her about Poshmark because I'm like, I'm going to start selling some of my stuff on Poshmark, and I don't have time to try and do hers too.
well, I think my entire family has a thing for clothes. So when, okay, my great grandmother had a house. When she got sick, my grandmother lived with her. So it's my grandmother, my great grandmother, and then it's her. My great grandfather had died. He had passed away in the 80s, and so did my, it would have been my grandma's brother. He passed in 90, I think. 90 or 91. So they've got one closet that was just for the two of them's clothes that were still there, had never been, this was like 2019, my grandma passed. So we've got one, two, four people's clothes in one house,
Wow.
and it was madness. Thank God they weren't into shoes, but they were into clothes. Hanging on doors, front and back of doors, all over the place.
I hear you. Okay, we're going on almost an hour, so who's
Okay,
going to
yeah.
go next?
We need to get going. If Kay wants to go, she can go. Caitlin, because she's only got a few things,
Yeah, only two things.
and then I'll show my plethora.
This one right here is the one that's being used right now the most, and it's an Ella bag from No Catchy Name, and
Oh, I like that one.
it's got the box bottom, and it's quilted, and it's got a snap, and it's got really long handles, and it's a snap closure, little plastic one. Um,
Oh,
I don't know what drew me into this material, but I liked it. It reminded me of like old fashioned stuff.
so
And then, huh,
on the inside of the bags, is there like any pockets or anything?
No,
no pockets,
No.
she
Okay.
doesn't usually put pockets in them because
Okay.
she's
Just
in a
wondering.
hurry to get
and
them
it's
Thought
moved.
just
I'd ask.
plain. It's like a flower kind of. It's white with like a grayish kind of flower looking
I think
Pretty.
I remember when
design.
she made that one.
And then I was gifted this from Jeannie at Butterflies Dream Crochet. Um, I can't remember. I won something. I don't remember, but that was in it. So that's what I've been using for all my hooks. And there's like a lot of hooks in there. And then I was gifted this right here, and this is from Jill from the Fiber Floozy,
Hmm.
and it has all my stitch markers in it.
Cool.
Cool. See, I'm not the only one who puts mine in a smaller bag.
Right.
Cool. Kathy Blungy says, when my mom passed, we took 80 pairs. Oh, I read that already. Never mind.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I didn't look up for any bags because I didn't want to be tempted to buy. So
Okay.
I'm on my purchasing hiatus right now of basically anything. So I was like, I can look, because I know I can't buy. I don't have
right.
the money for it, even if I wanted to. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was a very pretty bag, and I like
Thank
the
you.
notion. So now I only technically maybe two actual project bags, but one is something I won, and it's supposed to be used for like projects for like maybe socks when you're knitting, but I don't knit. So this is my notions bag, kinda, and it's from. I didn't look up. Well, I think I did on my phone, and I never switched and looked it up on my computer. But it's the Silver Shed USA, and I've heard a lot of people talk about them. Well, years ago when I first started watching like crocheting and knitting YouTube, I
mhm.
heard a lot of people talk about them. I haven't watched as much now, so I don't hear as many people. But it's cupcake, and I love it. And
I
it's
know. It's cute.
got the light blue background, and that's like one of my favorite colors, and all the different things. And then it's um a wrist thing, and you can put it on your wrist like
Yeah,
that,
I like that. And it looks like
and
one that you can
then
take it off if you want to.
you can take that off, and I could use that on something else or whatever. And then you unzip it, and there's nothing. It's just this cute little polka dot.
Uh-huh.
But then I have what I have in here. I will show quickly. I have a
Well,
notebook.
I didn't know if we do one later on about
Well,
that.
I'll
So.
just do it quickly, and if we do it later, we can do it again. I just have that notebook, and then I have this. I got this at Walmart probably 15, 20 years ago. Maybe not that long, but it's this, and I have everything in here. So I have all of my hooks, and I have some scissors, and a pen. I have a pen, and I have my. This is I had the little bitty bags, so I Ziploc bags. So I put this in there. These are some stitch markers I had, and then I just kept the my yarn needles in the thing they
Mhm.
came in.
Hmm.
So that's what I got in my bag.
Cool.
So
Kimberly says, me and my credit card are having a separation right now. My bank account
Okay.
and my credit cards and I are having a separation right now.
And a lot of times when I'm using a specific hook for a certain project, I will take it out of that little bag and put it in the big bag and just have it like right here
Mhm.
so that all I gotta do is just unzip and grab it and zip it back up.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I keep mine in the
And
middle of the yarn from the project that I'm using.
yeah. And I did have a tape measure, but I don't know what happened to that. So that bag. It's like one of my favorites. I've had it for a long
I
time.
can see why it's cute.
Yeah, I love it. I want to find their site, but I didn't really look it up. I don't know why. But then I got this bag. Take that out, and I'll show. This is. I don't have a name for this. I don't. Let me see. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can find a name. Um,
Kathy says, "LL
Co.
Kim, that's a practice I
Hold
should
on. My
adapt
computer.
or adopt." Hooked by
Copay.
Deneen. Good evening, ladies. Good evening, Deneen. How are you doing?
Good evening, everybody. This bag is called Copay Craft Bag, and it's Coopay. And I'll show the link in just a minute when I share my screen. But it's this. It's got two pockets on the outside that you can put stuff in, and a
Wow, those are
pocket
big
on each
pockets.
end, right here
Yeah.
and right here, and then two pockets on the other side. I've got another notebook. I've got notebooks all over the place, and then a pack of playing cards because I took this on a road trip with me. And then on the inside, I got my thingy, my blanket that I'm doing. I got that, and then it's got. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show it, but it's got that pocket right there, if you can see,
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and then it's got two pockets on each side.
Oh, cool.
One, two, one, and two, and
Cool.
then oh, and these scissors I got at what is a bug? Oh, why is there a bug? Sorry. I got these at Hobby Lobby for Christmas too from my sister.
Kimberly
So,
says, "Well, it was a gentle suggestion from my loving husband."
so I like that bag, and it has a flat bottom.
I
Okay.
love flat bottom or box bottom bags.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not box. I guess box. I don't know. And these things are kind of um pleated right here from the bottom.
Hmm.
So I like it. I really like this
It's a
bag.
pretty bag. I like it.
Yeah. And I'll show. I've got. Let's see. It fits my entire skein. Well, it's all. It's a. I've used a little bit of it of a skein of yarn that. Uh. Oh, I can't remember what it's called right now, but it fits a big skein of it, and then another skein and my blanket in it. So fits that pretty good. So, and then everything else is not really technically a project bag. I've got this
So for
bag,
anything can be a project bag, so
yeah,
that's fine.
but I've got this that I use, what I use, and this is so like fits like everything, but it's got one pocket on the outside right there,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
and one it might have a pocket. Yeah, one pocket on the inside. I've got ball band, ball band, in here. So yeah, if only I could remember what they go to. But this holds, I've got one, two, three, four, five, six, at least six skeins of yarn in here. Some of them are not full, some of them are, and there's still a bunch of room. I've kept uh, a bunch of skeins in here, and then blankets. I've kept like a blanket project in there with all the skeins, and it fits perfect. And then let's see, I've got this bag that I got
Oh,
at,
sweetie.
trying to think what it's called. It's one of the big craft stores. Not Michael's, not Hobby Lobby. Joann's. I got this at Joann's. It was only like $1 and something or $2. Oh, and
That's
I didn't mention this one doesn't have. Yeah, it's got a flat bottom. I didn't mention that, and it's real floppy. This one is like smaller than most. This is just a reusable grocery bag or
yeah.
whatever bag, shopping
Shopping
bag
bag.
or whatever.
I have
But
two of those that
I've
have
got,
cats all over them that are the same size that came from
yeah,
the
this one's a
Christmas
little
tree shop.
smaller. But this is holding a bunch of yarn that I gotta give away. I gotta send off. So it's got. What's so funny?
Christina asked, "Does having a bag for bags mean you have a problem?" I have a bag for bags, so and yes,
Yeah.
I have a problem. So
And in that bag particularly, there's at least 10 or 20 skeins, but they're smaller skeins. Like these skeins, it's not like a red heart skein,
uh-huh.
Mhm.
so it wouldn't hold as many like red heart skeins.
Yeah.
And then I've got one, sorry for reaching, one, and this is for a giveaway or for active mail or something. But I'm gonna go back and get me one. It's if they still got them. It's from Hobby Lobby, and it just says yarn and things on both sides. But it's got these grommets at the top that you feed your yarn through, and you can crochet out of the bag. And I think this would be a good bag to use for like color work or anything, or like making one of them baskets.
Mhm.
Cause there's like one, two, three. There's only four holes, but there's
You
four
can always
holes on
make
each
one with
side.
4 strands instead of
It's
6.
on each side though, so
Oh
that's what
wow.
I like. It's on each side. I didn't
Yeah,
realize
that would
that.
have been nice because the yarn did tangle quite a bit.
Yeah. So, and this is just a one of those reusable shopping bags, but it's made to be a bag, and it's folded up right now, but it's got the flat bottom, and then the sides look like this. It looks like
Cool.
knitting or crocheting or something.
Mhm.
So
That's
got
cool.
those, and I've got a bunch of other ones. And then something that I have just recently started doing. These are at, trying to think the name, Hobby Lobby, and they were originally $4.99, but I got them on either half price or 40% off. So, and they do that all the time. So
Mhm.
different times you just have to look. And what I did was I'm making granny squares. So I put the yarn in this one that's got unicorns all over it because I love
Mhm.
unicorns. Put the yarn in this bag, and then I make them and I put them or in this tote in this one. It's got mermaids all over it because I love mermaids.
Oh, cool.
Well,
So
unicorns and mermaids do go well together.
yeah, so I do that, and
Looks like the perfect size for your squares too.
yeah, so and I have another bag I cannot find anywhere, but it was kind of like a duffel bag shape where it's kind of rounded and
Uh-huh.
long, and then on the sides are like round not really sides, but like the ends are flat, and then it has a pocket on the front, and it has my name. My friend had gave it to me probably 10 years ago or more, and she had my name put on it. And Amber is my actual name, but I go by Amby online.
Right.
Everywhere except Facebook, but I'm trying to change that. And so it says Amber, and then you open it up, and I don't know that there's any, if there's any pockets in it or what, but I really like it. It's black with white polka dots, and I really like it. It's really cute.
Well,
So
that's cute.
now I'm gonna try to share my screen as I've got two different bag places. One is bags that I saw and I like, and the other is the link to this that blue bag, that one of the first bags I showed.
Uh huh.
So here we go.
My daughter has a
Share.
whole suitcase set that's black and white polka dots.
Oh, cute. Share screen.
I like polka dots.
Yeah. She was really
Share
into black.
screen.
Well, everybody knows her
Um,
favorite color is black, so she likes black and white. And we saw
Hmm.
those, and she needed
what?
a suitcase to go on a vacation. We were like, perfect.
Crazy
And plus, they were like 75% off at Kohl's. So it was a great set, and they were 75% off. So we got them like $20 for $100 and some dollar set.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, we
Cool.
lucked out.
My sister got half of a set. She didn't need the whole thing. It was just the like suitcase and the, I guess, like weekender bag or something,
Uh huh.
and it was only like 40, I think.
Cool. Kathy says, I like the Hobby Lobby bags, and if they are Yarnology, they are half price every other week.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I forgot. That's what that one bag was. It was Yarnology. Yeah, I couldn't remember the name of it, but Yarnology, that's what it is. And here's the first one. Let's see. Is that show? No. Um,
Um, let me,
view tab.
here, I have to add it. I didn't realize that. There it is.
Okay, there we go. There we go. And it's I just saw this when, what did I search? I searched for big project bags, and I searched for big project bags for crochet, and I found this. It's called Shop 65 South,
Yep.
and it
I've
says
seen that
that
one.
they are
I love that
casual,
cat one.
luxurious, and practical. Yeah, and they've got this cat one, and I didn't really look at the about sizes, but I'm assuming it goes by price. That the bigger ones are the $94, and then the smaller ones are the 89. And then I saw even smaller. Yeah, right here, the brocade canoe bag, the one that just looks like gray and white. It's 65, and that's the smallest one. And these
Hmm.
are my, I'd love to have, but don't have the money to spend $100 on a bag, or even
Right.
65. But they've got some that I really like. I like this one. I love the flowers and how it's watercolor. But then
Mm-hmm.
this one, I thought my sister would love because she's really into strawberries. Well, she's into fruit a good bit now, and I see that that's a big thing in crafting because there's a lot of, especially with paper crafting. But she likes strawberries a lot, so that would be a good bag for her. And if you hold on 1 second, I'll go to one of them. I just wanted to kind of show you. And I really like this cheetah one. And some of them, I think it was on the next page. Oh, there's another one for the kitty. Kitty, I'll go to that one and let you see. I know that's probably torture, but ain't that so cute? That went to a different tab. Here we go. And then let's see.
We can't see it if you went to another page.
Trying. No,
There
are
you
you
go.
still on the same page?
No, it's showing it now.
Yeah, and there's another one that struggles. And here we go. Let's see. I wanted to show this if I can find it. Let's see where is it.
Ooh, that looks like Halford on a bag.
It's cute.
Uh huh. Yeah. There was one that I really wanted to show it. Had it. Oh, this one. Cause it's Can you see this page?
Uh huh.
Okay. It's got velvet on it, and that's you can tell by the price. It's $125,
Woo. Did you
but there's
actually open up
velvet
the
on it.
page of
And
the
I thought,
project bag though? Did you open
yeah,
up
I
the page of the
did.
project bag? No, we can't see that page.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this. Okay. Share. Let's see. Let me go back here. Share. Let me try to stop sharing that one and share. Share screen. Share screen. Content. Right here.
So while we're trying to get
Right
this
here.
up, do any of you guys have favorite bags that you like or a certain type of bag that you've been wanting to get? Let us know. And also please remember that in the comments, especially the comments after the live is done, tell us what you want to see in the future so we know that we're not, that we're showing you what you want to see.
Right.
Okay, can you see the bag?
Can see it now.
Yes.
Okay, and it's got velvet on it, and I just thought that would be interesting for like textural and like if you like texture, it'd be something interesting to
I can't
have.
do velvet with my
But
skin,
then,
but
uh, but
go ahead,
then
Amby.
all the bags
Oh,
have
wow.
this
Oh,
I like
cool.
inside.
that.
That's the inside of them. So it's got a small one, and then that one, and then a big one you can put a pattern in, and then another one that's a little smaller. And I
Right.
like
You can put your notions in there
it
without
if
needing
you
a
can put
notions
all
bag.
that stuff in there. And then this, yeah, and then this picture shows a bag and how much stuff can fit.
Mm-hmm.
So I really like those bags because regular, unless somebody is doing a bag for, hold on, let me stop sharing.
Sandy agrees. She says she loves
Unless
that bag.
somebody, yeah, unless somebody is specifically doing bags for crochet, then to me, most project bags are too small. But that's why I use mostly other stuff than um just a
Yeah, you
typical
have to look
project bag.
though. If you're looking at somebody who just makes the small ones for socks and things,
Yeah.
then they'll be too small. But there are some people who make them for knitters, specifically for knitters, but they make like a small, medium, and a large because it's like for socks or for a top or for a sweater or a blanket.
Mhm.
Because
Okay.
they need just as much room for a blanket as we do because their blankets are going to get big.
Okay.
So they do make some that are larger.
All right. Well, I guess just the podcasts that I watch are they mention the smaller ones, I guess,
Right.
and that's what I'm used to hearing about.
And even their
And
bigger ones may not be as big
big,
because they don't have to put as much yarn in there for
yeah.
a
And
blanket as
plus,
we
just
do.
the act of knitting, most people have them bunched up if they're using the
Right.
ones that are together. And
Right.
Christina Lovell said, my fave bag is the zippered one from Bed in a Bag. Oh, cool. And then I have one more. That was Shop 65 South, her bags. And then that one bag was V and Velvet bucket bag. And then the other one that I have to show is, let's see. And it's called Copay or Coupe. I don't know. It's COO. So I don't know. Copay craft bag for yarn, crochet, knitting, cross stitch project, and supplies, yada yada. The thing is a million miles. But it's the same bag that I have, and that shows it a little bigger.
I just
And
love
then,
those heart skeins that have the hooks that go through them.
oh, I know. That is so cute. But then
And the
there's
llamas.
another one. These are $18.49. That's how much these
Wow, for
are.
that
Those
big of
are,
a bag, that's not bad.
yeah, that's very reasonable. And then the other bag is this
Ooh,
pink.
I like that one.
Um, it won't. Oh, click. Come on, it won't. Sorry. No, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. Come on. My computer's going slow. I'm sorry. But it won't show it big. But it's just got it's just like the other one except for the pattern on it.
Hmm.
So there we go.
Oh,
That's the
that's pretty.
difference is the pattern
I
on it.
like that one. I
Yeah.
love flowers. That would match my cane, actually. My cane has flowers all over it that my friend sent me. Melfina. Hi,
Oh,
Donna.
cool.
Donna's here.
Hey Donna. And then
Hey,
there's a
Donna. I was
little bit of a
wondering where you
price
were.
difference. This bag
That's not bad, though.
is $20.99 as opposed to the other one is $18.49, but they're both the same size. And
Right.
it says on this that there's only 5 left in stock of this one.
That's why it's more expensive. That's how Amazon does it.
Yeah, okay. And there's only 18 left of the other one.
Come on.
So,
Me too. Isn't that a pretty pink, Kathy? Love some
so
roses.
yeah.
Roses, love lilacs. Now, if I could find a bag like that that was like a purpley color with lilacs all over it, I would be in heaven. Complete heaven.
Hi,
Samantha
Samantha.
Stewart says, hi. Hi, Samantha. By the way, Samantha, just to let you know, my prizes went out today, finally. And I watched the mailman because it's the first time I've sent them from the house. I used Pirate Ship to get the postage, and I watched him scan them in. So they went out today.
Cool.
So your
Woo.
prize is on its way. Finally.
Sandy asked me if a cow would fit in one of those bags, and I told her no. That's why she put the cow in there. Just so y'all know.
You keep doing an amigurumi?
I almost think one could fit in the bag that I made. My husband looked at that. He was like, you sure you don't need to keep going?
Oh,
I was like, no, I'm pretty sure it's done. He's like, it doesn't reach the ceiling yet. And
See,
for a couple, well, for Kay and Amby and Donna, who just came in, they've heard my husband joke before, so I'm sure
yeah,
they understand that.
Yeah.
And when somebody said before that their husband suggested that they take the hiatus from spending money, mine didn't suggest it. He told me that I'd show him that I was serious about saving money if I stopped buying yarn. And he told me that like last year. And then I still had yarn coming in because I had things that I needed it for because I didn't have what I needed for certain projects.
right,
And so I told him after I had already decided and I had already told all of you guys, and it had been like 2 months. And I finally told him, I said, I took a hiatus from yarn for this year. I said, unless somebody orders something and I need the yarn for it. And plus I'm still getting my knit crates. But he knows those are budgeted in. So now he thinks that I don't need anything though. I needed stuffing for the amigurumi I'm making for my daughter's birthday. You know, he's like, well, no, because you're not getting anything all year. And I said yarn. I didn't say so other supplies. I said yarn.
right.
Yeah.
So he's starting to learn that there are a lot more things that I could spend my money on other than yarn.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
But and I also promised him no furls. So, and that's was hard, especially with this last hook that just came out. But sticking with it. We have things that need to be fixed. So, anyway, again, as I said earlier, if you guys want to see something, please let us know. We try to meet up during our weeks off to have a small meeting so that we know, what we're going to talk about, so we have time to, look for things. But rocks, you want us to talk about rocks? Are you saying rocks could go in the bag? Kathy says, I don't understand. Stop buying yarn. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll still be getting some. There is a skein that I want to get that a hand dyer put out in memory for her grandmother. And I really want to get that skein of yarn and I don't want to lose out on it. So I will probably end up buying that one. So special things. But otherwise, if I have it, I need to use my stash.
Right.
And
But what he doesn't realize, though, if I work down my stash, what am I going to have to do next year? I'm going to have to replenish it.
And
So,
Milfina,
in a way, that's a win-win.
she said, and winnings and blessings and happy mail don't count in the no yarn edict.
Exactly. And he tried to say it does because he knows that Donna is cooking up something. And he was like, no. And I said, I can't help what people send me,
Yeah.
Hi, Halford baby. There was a bag that looked like it had you on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Halford.
Kitty.
Everybody sees Kahlua. He's watching for the kitties out front that we
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, anyway, once you can comment and we can come back and read them again, if you guys would leave a comment, tell us what you'd like to see about any crafts, crocheting, anything. I mean, I don't know anything about knitting, but we can find somebody. And
Yeah.
I have talked to at least maybe 1 or 2 designers that I took the Crochetpreneur Business Academy Summit, the free one last week. And plus I belong to CBA. I just haven't done a whole lot with it yet. And I'm not part of the VIP program where I get to talk to everybody else, but I will be in August. So I may be able to get, there's quite a few well-known designers who are part of CBA. And some of them have said, well, at least one of them right now has said that I have talked to one-on-one so far that she would like to come on sometime.
Cool.
If she has the time. So
Cool.
that's the hard part, is finding the time, because she's also a mom of 3. So,
Right.
but yes, we want to try to get guest speakers on here if we can, and find people who can come on. So,
And another thing I wanted to say
micro
is,
mini crochet, I'd have to look into that one. I don't know.
yeah, I'd have to look into that too.
I can't do it. I feel like a giant with tiny yarn and tiny hooks. So I've tried. I've
Yeah,
tried.
I don't know if I could do it. I might could show you other people that do it.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've made like doilies and like things with small yarn, but
Yeah. But another thing I wanted to mention is that I do paper crafting, and these the reusable shopping bags. I put my like paper pads and individual pieces of paper and different stuff in the project in the bags or whatever, and they go good. Especially the big ones. I have one that's pretty big, and it holds a 12 by 12 paper pad. So yeah,
okay, I think it's been over an hour, so I know Kaylin has a son to probably get ready to get in bed if he's not in there already. And
He's supposed to be going to take a shower.
I like the supposed.
yeah, yeah,
That my daughter was the same way when she was little. If I was in a room and I was doing something, it was like, go do this, go do that. She would always wait until I was right there.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
Christina Lovell, that will work to learn more about. I will
To
write
learn
that
more about it.
down because that's one reason why I was asking if you guys can comment on it later. Then it's on there permanently.
You're right.
My notes have a way of disappearing with this one who jumps everywhere and knocks everything everywhere. Micro mini. That sounds to me like crochet for like doll houses and things.
Yeah,
Is that what you're talking about? Like really tiny like that?
but
That would be cool to look
micro
at.
mini, that even sounds smaller than dollhouse because, well, depending on how big the dollhouse is.
Yeah. We'll have to look it up and I'll learn something about it, each one of us, and we can
Yeah,
bring it on here. So not sure for when, but we'll see. I've got it down here and I will have to move it to my book, which I need to find because he lost it. That I have all of my AKA stuff.
and put that Christina Lovell is the one that suggested that or asked
Okay.
about that or whatever. That tiny bit, that teeny bit, not for dolls. I do some micro mini crochet, but I'm no expert. Well, maybe Melfina can come on whenever we do about the micro mini stuff and talk about it.
Okay. I've got it written down. So everybody have a great night. It was great seeing you all, and I cannot wait to see you again in 2 weeks. And in 2 weeks, we will be
And we'll
at
be on
Amber's
night
channel. And Nightbot has been going up. I believe it's up just a little ways. It had just dropped her channel information. Yep, just a little ways up. So if you scroll up a little bit, her information is right there. So I hope you guys don't mind Nightbot. I just set it up to make it easier. So if it puts our information through or whatever information that I need to show you guys can see it. So, and with that, have a great night, and we cannot wait to see you again. So, night, everybody.
Bye, y'all.